Peace, everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. So, I'm out at this beautiful place called Mount Pisgah, and it's always a very magical vibe out here. It feels so peaceful, and I don't know. It's like different locations have different vibrations if you're able to tune in or if you listen and you feel into your body. So, yeah, I really like the vibes here. I like to make videos here, actually. It always seems to bring about a certain calm, a certain kind of feeling of, I don't even know what, but it's just a vibe. And I really encourage everyone to go to different locations and feel into the earth, really. Oftentimes when I do a meditation, I can feel into the earth. Like, I can sense certain points in the earth. So we're truly one with the earth. We're not separate. I think Alan Watts says, like, just how a tree apples, the earth peoples, so right? We're kind of like the apples to the tree, but we're like the people to the earth. That is amazing. And when I started to learn that, it was like whatever at first, but then over time, I would meditate outside very often. I would ground. I would lay my stomach or lay on my back on the earth, do sessions of yoga for hours, and being in that state, I was able to start to experience different sensations, different awarenesses that really helped me integrate that information, that very simple fact that we're one with the environment around us. It's just one thing. So just like you integrate any piece of information, you start to come into that realization as you go about your day. And it's just so amazing. It's amazing to see that and to feel that and to continue to deepen that relationship. Oftentimes when we're depressed, when we feel like shit, basically, when we're depleted, there is a certain level of disconnection that is happening, or like a disassociation to a part of ourselves, right? And this part of ourselves is so natural. Being one with the river, being aware that the rivers that are flowing outside of us are also flowing within us. And it has been one of the most essential parts of helping my mind get into a place where I could actually be in a position to heal my mentality or change my mentality in such a way where I'm actually utilizing my mind in a way that's helpful, in a way that will allow me to prosper in the ways that I need and the ways that I would like to. So that's going to look different for everybody.
You go so low, but you did. Now I don't know about you no more. No. Cause in the eye of the sky, that you are choosing the prophets over the health of the people, putting poison in our faucets. Look up the level of arsenic inside of the Phoenix drinking water. You gon' see it's toxic. No, you got stock in the capital deposit. They put poison inside of the lives of the lives of the people impoverished. That's evil and we gotta stop this. If you let Rio Tinto put a sinkhole on top of this mountain, we got big problems. Cause they gonna get their paper and walk away. Leave us here with the toxic waste of PHP coming, no amount of THC gonna save us from this damage that is being done. I think that we the ones to call up the Doocy and tell them save the oak for that, bro. A little quick message.
The main thing for me was just connecting with the roots, with the soil, with the grasses, with the sun, with these elements. You see often people who their aura is so bright, they feel free, they feel open, they are expressive. You ask them questions, you get to know these individuals, and you see that they're very much connecting to plants. They're very much connecting to the natural world, right? They are very much one with the natural world, and they practice things that will help them integrate that information in a world where a lot of us have been disconnected from that. A lot of us have been placed into these boxes. A lot of us have been taught to believe that these things are undesirable. And maybe they are. Maybe it's not for you, and that's fine, But it's going to contribute to a sense of depletion because we are charging our bodies We are charging ourselves up like a battery when we are in the sunshine, when we are connecting with these elements. Something that has helped me in the process is getting rid of the processed things. Like, for example, lotions. When you look at the ingredients inside of lotions, they are full of chemicals. Super simple. You look at the ingredients in certain things, they're familiar. You want to use them. They smell like cotton candy. Remember, there was a time I would just lotion my whole body in this like cotton candy stuff, or this like winter wonderland, whatever, Bed Bath and Body Works stuff. It smells great, it smells familiar, you know what that is, and you love it. Why do we love it? Well, it smells like candy. When we're addicted to processed sugars, we are associating joy. We are releasing certain toxins or certain chemicals in our body that elicit feelings of joy, feelings of bliss and euphoria from these processed sugars in the foods that we're eating. Those are directly linked to our sexuality as well, to our survival centers. And so when we smell them in the products that we utilize, and then we do so with the intention of engaging in sexual activity, now our whole entire body is wired to go for all of these scents, go for all of this cupcake crap. No shade on people who like this stuff. Most of my life loving this stuff, like caramel soap, all these different kinds of things. But the fact remains that these products are full of chemicals, and the largest organ of your body, which is your skin, is absorbing the chemicals because you are feeding yourself this, as opposed to doing things that are actually going to hydrate your body, that are actually going to nourish your spirit. This is not just a physical thing. We are not just physical beings. When we perceive these things like, oh yes, this is going to make me smell nice, and it's also going to make me soft and supple, or it's going to give me these benefits, it's also feeding into your spirit as well. It's infusing into that aspect of you that is not separate from your physicality. So when you utilize natural products such as coconut oil, shea butter, jojoba oil, what else? Almond oil, all these different kinds of oils, olive oil, all of these things are coming from the earth. So all of these things are us. It's a part of us. And when we put it onto our skin, we become more in alignment with that which we are. And these products that are made in labs, that are strictly for profit, that are designed scientifically to really get people to buy into that product. Right? So it's up to you to make the conscious decision for yourself to find out what the facts are and actually utilize things that are going to not only feed your body, but also feed your spirit too. You will see that it's very therapeutic to take a shower, cleanse the body, cleanse the spirit, cleanse the aura, and then you dry off. Maybe you dry off next to a fire, That is one of the best feelings. And then you lather your entire body in oils, like lavender oil, chamomile oil. These things are very soothing. So you can use these before you go to bed, and you can give yourself a light massage. So these are going to really create a sense of calm, a sense of peace, and a sense of connectivity to yourself. It's like it requires so much presence to take these oils and to apply them onto your body. And you can embody that essence whether you're using natural oils or not. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or any of these programs or these things that we have been taught to believe that, only women should subscribe to that kind of self-care. And I'm well aware that many men are empowered in this way, but I'm speaking to all those who don't necessarily practice this or haven't opened their minds to that, or just never really thought of it or never thought to try it out. And you will see that this can very much help with your wellness. This can actually set the tone for the day, for the quality of your sleep, of your rest. It can just transform your whole life. This simple act of removing the chemicals that you are allowing to absorb through your skin into something that will actually nourish you on that deep soul level. So there's that. So if you value utilizing certain scents, utilizing certain lotions even, do what you do, whatever. But I'm here to inform you that even if you were to just do it one day a week, you can start to feel it for yourself. But recognize that there's always another way. You can open your mind, you can expand yourself and see different ways of life, see different things that might actually help you with your mental health. Things that are simple. It's like it doesn't always have to be so serious when it comes to dealing with depression, when it comes to dealing with mental health, when it comes to dealing with these really strong emotions. If you are constantly boxed in, if you are constantly feeding yourself chemicals and you are disconnected from this awareness, looking for problems and solutions, you are of course going to experience a perpetuation of this. Keep it simple. You can listen to a story. You can dance a little bit. You can watch something that's going to uplift you. You know, you can experience something that's joyful as a means to help you through this time, to help you through a state of depression, right? So it's common for us to really want to figure something out, or to really want to like go forth and tackle this beast. And I understand that feeling, but there is simple solutions, simple reasons why that are overlooked so often because of the fact that there is profit being made. We have been psychologically trained to go about things in a certain way. I grew up using like all these different perfumes, right? Even till this day, I still have like cologne or perfume in my closet. Not because I use them or because I want to use them, but because there is an attachment to that identity and to that practice. Like you practice something over and over and over and over again, then of course you're going to feel inclined to do it. You're going to want to do it. So you don't have to completely extract this from your existence. I mean, ideally, yeah, if it's not serving you and you know that it's not and you want to make a change, then yes, all in, all out, like those things are helpful. But it's also can serve you to have those options available, but realize each and every day how much you value something that might be in alignment with your mental clarity, with your physical wellness, with your spiritual attunement. Well, it doesn't really matter if we put it on our bodies or not, right? We are spirit. We are mainly just our souls, and we're in these physical vessels. And perhaps you haven't heard that before, but truly, we are more non-physical in nature than we are physical. It is very much a reality where a lot of these chemicals are not in alignment with our natural biology. It's not in alignment with the natural world, with the wellness of the planet, right? So now think of how that can actually benefit your spirit, not only because your aura is reflecting this practice of, but you're also feeding into the wellness of the earth. And not only that, you're also not buying into those who are not at all considering these things. All these things that we buy into are very much contributing to a lot of the issues that we face as a people. Imagine that, how much wealth you are acquiring in a simple act of just choosing not to do something, or choosing to do something that you can see for yourself is more in alignment with your well-being. I just want to say again that just because you choose to utilize products that are not necessarily natural doesn't mean that you are not actually still an embodiment of that divinity and of that beauty, and or you're more or less than anybody who is using that. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm implying whatsoever. Because these things, your spirit transcends the physical reality, right? But I am wanting to communicate how valuable and priceless it is to feel that essence and to experience that, feel the healing that takes place, to experience the simplicity in communing with yourself in such a way, not overcomplicating something that can be addressed in an enjoyable way. You know, and I'm talking about mental health, I'm talking about things that are contributing to our depression, which is this disconnection, this separation from those things that are in alignment with our biology. So I sort of touched base with this last video, but I want to take it a step further. The vibration of these extractions, whether it be an extraction of coconut oil or almond oil or whatever kind of thing, the vibration of that as a result of the way that it was acquired, the source, is going to affect the way that it interacts with our energy, with our overall vibration. This is just to put into perspective, you know, chemically based products versus natural products versus natural products, right? So it's not like a competition or like something's better than the other one. It's just the result of the way that things are extracted and how that relates to our being. Just being mindful that this is going to play out in all different kinds of aspects in life. Let's say it's food, right? I had mentioned about the gardener who is tending to a garden with love as opposed to the gardener who is tending to the garden with distaste, you know? One harvest is going to be more plump, more bright, more full of life and energy and life force. The other might not be. The other might be a little bit more dull, a smaller harvest, or just less life force energy in it. And this is also all linked to the way that you're perceiving. Like if you're not perceiving your reality in such a way, or if you're not open to this, and it's not going to matter as much. But if you are attracted to this information, if you are appreciating the words that I'm speaking, yeah, take into account what I'm saying and witness for yourself, experience for yourself how beautiful and simple healing can be. So it's all about healing in ways that are outside of what has been normalized. And as much as this can be helpful, I am approaching these things in a completely different way that has nothing to do with any of that. You know, this is just me speaking from my heart center, utilizing, like I said, storytelling, dance, movement, expression, vocalization, utilizing just simple things to release our negativity, to be vulnerable in ways where you're not sitting down and hunkering down to be vulnerable and you have to be vulnerable. No, this is just occurring naturally through the experiential bliss of being a human being and going through these emotions with one another or by yourself. You know, it depends on your preference. If you don't want to be around people and go through this and be vulnerable in that way with others, you don't have to be. You can just sit at home and do these things on your own. See what works for you. Explore, you know, be on your phone and see for yourself, like, different places to look. That's why I'm always leaving links in the description so that you can see for yourself, feel out the vibes, kind of acclimate to different kinds of energies if you want, and familiarize yourself with different things so that new doors can open. Without an awareness, these doors will never open to you, and you will literally believe that your reality in sufferation is the only thing that exists, which isn't so far from the truth. Like, this is an infinitely expanding universe within, all around you, and so there is much to be explored, there is much to witness, there is much to experience, and you can open yourself to these things, right? But it's going to take a certain level of awareness. It's going to take a certain level of receptivity. If you have been systematically kept from certain information, if you have been taken from these roots, or there has been blocks and gates keeping you from opening those doors for so long, and it was not your fault, it's just what had happened in your life, it's just where you're at, then this is just kind of a call for you to see that, yes, You deserve to walk through doors that you feel called to walk through. And they're there for you, and they will be provided for you, right? And it's about working with one another, keeping an open mind, the best that you're able to do. Just feel free to check out those links in the description. Explore. Maybe you're in the mood to watch a little tea talk. Maybe you're in the mood to freestyle over some things. Maybe you're in the mood to do a vocal warm-up. Maybe you're in the mood to do like a visualization or meditative movement. In the mood to watch something silly or like a music video. I put all different kinds of things in the description for now, and that will be there for you to explore. So if this was helpful in any way, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share the video, comment, hit the bell notification so that you're aware when I put my video out. I usually put out 1 video a week. I'm here for you. There are many people out there who are also here for you. I know that it could be very isolating. You could feel very alone, very skeptical about everybody and everything when you're in a state of depression. I know I was. Like, my thing with depression, I don't trust anyone. I don't want therapy. I don't want to talk to no one. And matter of fact, don't talk to me, right? That was always my energy when it came to addressing these things. I just did not want to have anything to do with it, because I did look there and it didn't do good for me. It wasn't for me. Some people, they're artistic, and some people like calculus. For me, you know, I'm not a calculus person, and I'm also not a seek these kinds of ways of healing person. Like, the basics are what have worked for me. You know, eating watermelon, going outside, reading a book that I actually want to read, journaling, asking questions, having life experiences. And if I am, and you know, that is not to say that seeking out professional help is not good for you or not helpful, but this is just to say that there are so many options, and what works for some people might not work for other people. And I encourage you to be open to that, and to not feel as though you have to go one way, because there's not just one way of doing things in an infinitely expanding universe with 150% unique individuals. Like, no one person is exactly the same. So that just goes to show, you know, there's these margins that have been placed, and it's like, if you're outside of the margin, you have been erased. Like, you just don't exist. No, you exist. I exist. I appreciate you for watching, for listening, and as always, I'm sending you just love, and I'm wishing peace for you, and fun. Like, fun doesn't have to be what everybody has ascribed fun to be, right? So have fun, your own kind of fun. Be love, express love, your own kind of love, whatever that might be for you in the moment. So, peace.
And it was just the start of my day. I rolled up some perk that was dark as a grape. On my Concord tip, then I sparked up a J. And right when I went to get a call from my train, I got a call from my brother, and he started to say, "What's good, team? And I know you got my back." You know that. Until my hard line goes flat, tell me what's the hack. He's like, "Hold on, don't right up on me, talking straight smack." I'm like, "Damn, where you at?" Infuriate staring, and do you hear him in the back? Yo, what's he driving? A Malibu, it's all black. Damn, man, do you think he got a strap? Bro, it's 2016, everybody got a mother loving yak. Man, start calling towards the trap. Okay, he's following me, bro, just call me back. Hey, yo, Frost, what up? And bro, he never told me call you if I'm ever caught up. He's like, "Who's fucking with you, T? I never heard you have your guard up." Said this guy right up on my boy talking Honda. Honda.